हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल।
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramaya Jaya Sudarshana Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की श्रील प्रभुपाद की ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रहे। Hare Krishna, welcome you all in this morning class on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Today we are discussing from Canto 2, Chapter 2, entitled as The Lord in the Heart, verse number 8. So actually this is the starting of section called The Super Soul in the Heart. So verse number 8, 9, 10, 11. These 4 verses describe the super soul in the heart, the size of the super soul, the ornaments that the super soul is wearing, the paraphernalia that is there with the Lord. So this is the description of the super soul in the heart. And 2 verses have purport, 2 are only having translation. So today we will cover all the 4 verses. Okay. केचित् स्वदेह अन्तः हृदय अवकाशे प्रादेशमात्रं पुरुषं वसन्तं चतुर्भुजं कञ्ज रथ अंग शंख गदाधरं धारणया स्मरन्ति। केचित् स्वदेहान्तर्हृदयावकाशे प्रादेशमात्रं पुरुषं वसन्तं चतुर्भुजं कञ्जरथाङ्गशङ्खा गदाधरं धारणया स्मरन्ति। केचित् स्वदेहान्तर्हृदयावकाशे प्रादेशमात्रं पुरुषं वसन्तम् चतुर्भुजं कञ्झरताङ्गशङ्खा गदाधरं धारणया स्मरन्ति केचित् स्वदेहान्तर्हृदयावकाशे प्रादेशमात्रं पुरुषं वसन्तम् चतुर्भुजं कञ्जरथाङ्गशङ्खा गदाधरं धारणया स्मरन्ति. Please recite. केचित् स्वदेहान्तर्हृदयावकाशे प्रादेशमात्रं पुरुषं वसन्तम् चतुर्भुजं कञ्जरथाङ्गशङ्खा गदाधरं धारणया स्मरन्ति. केचित् स्वदेहान्तर्हृदयावकाशे प्रादेशमात्रं पुरुषं वसन्तम् चतुर्भुजं कञ्जरथाङ्गशङ्खा गदाधरं धारणया स्मरन्ति. Mataji's. Word to word meaning, translation, purport by His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. Kechit, others, swadeha antaha, within the body, hridaya avakashe, in the region of the heart, pradesha matram, measuring only 8 inches, purusham, the personality of Godhead, Vasantam, residing, Chatubhujam, with 4 hands, Kanja, lotus, Rathanga, the wheel of a chariot, Shankha, conch shell, Gadadharam, and with a club in the hand, Dharanaya, conceiving in that way, Smaranti, do meditate upon. Translation. Others conceive of the personality of Godhead residing within the body in the region of the heart and measuring only 8 inches, with 4 hands carrying a lotus, a wheel of a chariot, a conch shell and a club respectively. Purport. The all-pervading personality of Godhead resides as Paramatma in the heart of each and every living entity. The measurement of the localized personality of Godhead is estimated to expand from the ring finger to the end of a thumb, more or less 8 inches. Jai Sri Sri Radha Madhav ki, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki, Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. The form of the Lord described in this verse with distribution of different symbols, beginning from the lower right hand up and down to the lower left hand with lotus, wheel of a chariot, conch shell and club, respectively, is called Janardana, or the plenary portion of the Lord who controls the general mass. There are many other forms of the Lord with varied situations of the symbols of lotus, conch shell, etc. And they are differently known as Purushottama, Achyuta, Narasimha, Trivikrama, Hishikesha, Keshava, Madhava, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Sankarshana, Sridhara, Vasudeva, Damodara, Janardhana, Narayana, Hari, Padmanabha, Vamana, Madhusudana, Govinda, Krishna, Vishnumurti, Adhokshaja, and Upendra. These 24 forms of the localized personality of Godhead are worshipped in different parts of the plenary system. And each system, there is an incarnation of the Lord having a different Vaikuntha planet in the spiritual sky, which is called the Paravyoma. There are many other hundreds and scores of different forms of the Lord, and each and every one of them has a particular planet in the spiritual sky, of which this material sky is only a fragmental offshoot. The Lord exists as Purusha, or the male enjoyer. Although there is no comparing him to any male form in the material world, but all such forms are Advaita, non-different from one another, and each of them is eternally young. The young Lord with 4 hands is nicely decorated as described below. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Can I connect to the TV? No, it can be done wireless. It's Wi-Fi connected. How much? 8853. Connected? So, this is the Paravyoma. So, you see, this is where we are. क्या हुआ? ब्रेक हो गया. Okay. So this is where we are. Right? This is the Brahmanda, one Brahmanda. Like that, there are so many Brahmandas coming like bubbles from the body of Mahavishnu. Unlimited. When he exhales, so many Brahmandas come from his sweat pores. And when he inhales, all of them go back. So his time of one breath is the lifetime of one Brahmanda, and that is crores and crores of years. That is also the lifetime of Brahma. So we are situated in this planetary system number 7 from the top, Bhurloka, earth. And how that is also there, this description is there here. Okay. Yeah, you can see here, there is a description of the Bhurloka. There are Dvipas, Jambu Dvipa, so like that there are 7 Dvipas and surrounded by 7 oceans. In the center there is Meru Parvat. Jambu Dvipa is also divided into 9 tracts of land. So in that ours is Bharatavarsha. So all these descriptions are there. I'm just showing you. So beyond this material world is the spiritual world, Vaikuntha, and above that is Ayodhya and Goloka Vrindavana. So today's shloka, what Prabhupada is mentioning in the Paravyoma. Paravyoma means spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky there are different planets. Vaikuntha planets are there, where Lord Vishnu is reciting there with the Nitya Siddhas, and eternally the service is going on there. That world is full of bliss. Spiritual world is full of bliss, Ananda, eternal, full of knowledge. So in that Vaikuntha planet, in the center is Vaikunthanada. He sits with his Lakshmis. And there are many other Vaikuntha planets. As Prabhupada is mentioning here, you can see here there is Pradyumna, there is Vamana, Trivikrama, Janardana, Hari, Rishikesha, all this, the third circle. So like that if you count, that will be 24 expansions. These are primary, and there are many other expansions of the Lord. It's unlimited. Vaikuntha is unlimited. It's a spiritual world. So depending on the position, of Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma, the names of the Lord are derived. When I had put this radium, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, someone was telling, Prabhuji, Shankha should be that side, Chakra should be this side. No. Because for here, Venkateshwara, Lord Venkateshwara Balaji, Shankha is that side and Chakra is this side. I said, see, you read Bhagavatam, there are 24 permutations, combinations are there, so they are all valid, I said. So you can put Shankha there, Chakra there also. So there are 24 variations, no problem. So the Lord is very beautiful. He is decorated with, in the next shloka it comes, what all ornaments he is wearing. So it is said the Lord is, here it is said, measuring only 8 inches. From the thumb to the ring finger. This is the ring finger. From the thumb to the ring finger, Prabhupada is mentioning it is 8 inches. Of course, the Lord is, he is immaterial. He is not material object. So this is for our understanding. And he is having 4 paraphernalia here: lotus, Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma. So there are some yogis who meditate on this form of the Lord, and they go to that loka. Whichever form they meditate, they go to that particular loka. Okay, we'll go to the next verse. Please repeat after me. Prasanna Vaktram Nalinayate Kshanam Kadamba Kinjal Kapishanga Vasasam लसन्महारत्न हिरण्मयाङ्गदम् स्फुरन्महारत्न किरीटकुण्डलम् Now his, what all jewels and all. His mouth expresses his happiness. So the Lord is smiling so beautifully. He is smiling. Paramatma, he has a beautiful smile. His mouth expresses his happiness. His eyes spread like the petals of a lotus. Kamala Netram. And his garments yellowish like the saffron of a kadamba flower. Kadamba flower, like spikes are there. They're yellowish, no? So like that, the garments are yellowish. They are bedecked with valuable jewels. His ornaments are all made of gold, set with jewels, and he wears a glowing headdress and earrings. So he has a nice mukut. He is the king. He has a nice mukut, headdress, and then earrings. Next. उन्नित्रहृत्पङ्कज कर्णिकालये योगेश्वरास्थापितपादपल्लवम् श्रीलक्षणं कौस्तुभरत्नकन्धरम् अम्लानलक्ष्म्या वनमालयाचितम् His lotus feet are placed over the holes of the lotus-like hearts of great mystics. If you see, there is one book called Krishna Consciousness, the Topmost Yoga System. In that there is a painting. There's a Paramatma is there in the heart of a yogi. You can say in that heart there is lotus and Paramatma is standing on that lotus. On his chest is the Kaustubha jewel, engraved with a beautiful calf. And there are other jewels on his shoulders. His complete torso is garlanded with fresh flowers. What is the garland of the Lord name? Vaijayanti Mala. Pitambara Vastram. Vaijayanti Mala. Kaustubha Mani. And there is one symbol also here. Srivatsa Chihna. Every name of every paraphernalia of the Lord has a name. And they are personified also. Just like in Andhra, there is one great saint called Annamaya. He wrote 32,000 bhajans, songs glorifying the Lord, Venkateshwara. And he is the incarnation of the sword of the Lord, Lord Vishnu. What is the name of the sword of the Lord? What is the name of Shankha of the Lord? Panchajanyam. Chakra is Sudarshanam. Gada is Kaumudi. So like that the sword is also there. What is the name? Nandaka. Nandaka. So the sword appeared as Annamaya. The Lord sent his sword to write sword-like bhajans, to cut off the ignorance of the people of Kali Yuga. Katti lanti kirtanalu rayadaniki. Venkateswara. So, even the bell also, everything has an incarnation. So, personality is there. Because in spiritual world, everything is a person. Like in the Leela of Damodar Leela, we understand that Acharyas explain why the milk is overflowing. Because the milk Prabhu felt that now Krishna is drinking the milk of Mother Yashoda's breast. So I am of no use. So he felt, I am useless now. Let me at least jump into the fire and leave my body. Like that he was thinking. So everything is Chit Shakti. Every particle has life there. So his torso is garlanded with fresh flowers. Therefore, we offer the Lord. We always try to offer fresh flowers to the Lord. If something is spoiled, or if there is some hair, it is contaminated. We should not offer. In nectar of devotion, it is said we should offer fresh flowers to the Lord. Purport. The ornaments, flowers, clothing, and all the other decorations on the transcendental body of the personality of Godhead are identical with the body of the Lord. See? Whatever comes in touch, connection with Lord Krishna, it becomes transcendental. In Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada writes, the matter, when it is engaged in the service of the Lord, it regains its spiritual quality. This is like mic. When it is used in the service of the Lord, singing kirtans, giving classes, it regains its spiritual quality. It becomes spiritual. None of them are made of material ingredients. Otherwise, there would be no chance of their decorating the body of the Lord. Matter cannot come to Krishna. It has to spiritualize. Like when you offer some food, some bhoga to the Lord, what we do? We spiritualize it, right? We purify it, we chant the mantras. Then only that attains a spiritual quality wherein you can offer to the Lord. Correct or not? Then only it attains its spiritual quality to become qualified to be offered to the Lord. So none of them are made of material ingredients, otherwise there would be no chance of their decorating the body of the Lord. Param Brahma Parandhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibham. He is Pavitram, Paramam Pavitram, he is supremely pure. So to reach to the supreme pure, we should become pure. As such, in the Paravyoma, spiritual varieties are also distinguished from the material variegatedness. So there is variety in the material world, there is variety in the spiritual world. But the quality is, this is matter, that is spirit. And this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. Therefore, you will find the same thing, but they are material. Next. Vibhushitam mekhalayanguliyakair mahadhanair nupura kankanadibhihi snigdhamala kunchita nila kuntalair Virochamananahasapeshalam. He is well decorated with an ornamental wreath about his waist and rings studded with valuable jewels on his fingers. His leglets, his bangles, his oiled hair curling with a bluish tint, and his beautiful smiling face are all very pleasing. This is all the description of the Paramatma. Okay. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So here it said about the fingers, leglets. There are bangles. Lord is having bangles also. His oiled hair, certainly it may not be coconut oil, it must be some transcendental oil. some very perfumed oil it should be. Curling with a bluish tint. So it has a bluish tint hair. Is it the hair is bluish tint or the body is bluish tint? Body is bluish tint, right? And his beautiful smiling face are all very pleasing. So as I said, Paramatma is always smiling. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the most beautiful person among all others. Who is the most beautiful person? Supreme Personality of Godhead. Among all others. And Srila Sukadeva Goswami describes every part of his transcendental beauty, one after another, in order to teach the impersonalist that the personality of Godhead is not an imagination by the devotee for facility of worship, but is the Supreme Person in fact and figure. The impersonal feature of the Absolute Truth is but his radiation, as the sun rays are but radiations from the sun. So, impersonalist, it is the Bhagavatam actually defeats all the impersonalist ideas. Therefore, Shankaracharya did not give any commentary to Bhagavatam because it is very personal. It is full of descriptions of the personal form of the Lord, personal dealings of the Lord with his devotees, description of the spiritual world, Vaikuntha. Therefore, they could not touch Bhagavatam, they could not give any commentary to Bhagavatam because it is not possible. Everything is so personal in Bhagavatam. And Sukadeva Goswami very graphically he describes the whole form of the Lord, the Vaikuntha spiritual world of the Lord. In this way, everything is beautiful about the Lord. The Lord's form is beautiful. The Lord's paraphernalia is so beautiful. The Lord's spiritual abode is so beautiful. The Lord's face is so beautiful. He is always smiling. Once Ramanujacharya, when he was studying in Gurukul in the childhood, that Gurukul was run by a Mayavadi Guru. At that time, Mayavadis were more. So, there was some description of the form of the Lord in Vedas. So, wherein that Guru, he was telling how is the eyes of the Lord. So, he was giving his commentary that the color of the eyes of the Lord is pinkish like the back of a monkey. He was speaking like that. And Ramanujacharya was massaging. And when he heard this, he became very painful. How he is comparing the Lord's beauty to the back of a monkey. This is so offensive. And he started crying. And the tears fell on this Guru. So, why are you crying? He said, sir, this is not, I feel this is not proper, So, can you give better explanation? I said, yeah. Sir, this is not the back of a monkey, sir. This is the lotus, pink lotus petal. The color of pink lotus petal. How beautiful is the pink petal, the pink lotus petal and its color. That is how the eye of the Lord is. So in this way, only the Vaishnava Acharyas, because of their mercy only we could understand the beauty of the Lord. We could appreciate, actually we actually could recognize that the Lord is a person. Beauty is something beyond accepting the personal form of the Lord. Otherwise we would have been impersonalist. Without Vaishnava Acharyas, commentaries, their explanation, impersonalism would have gone so rampant. Still would have been ruling the world. once Atul Krishna Prabhu was giving class in Juhu, and the class was about personalism, impersonalism. So, telling, thousands and lakhs of people are coming to this, temple. And why? Just to take darshan of Radha Rasbihari. They are so attractive. Imagine if there are no deities here, what we all would have been doing. We would be just cutting the coconuts and drinking. That's it. We would be just cutting the coconuts and drinking. Now, people are coming here just to see the supreme form, the beautiful form of the Lord. There is an attraction towards the form, but because of ignorance, we don't accept that the God is a person, because that training, that knowledge is not there. Once Kamalochan Prabhu, he was giving one example about this personalism, impersonalism. Once in the temple, Mira Road temple, there was few Matajis who were doing flower seva. So there was some argument was going on. And one Mataji, she took another Mataji and went in front of the Lord. मैं कसम करता हूँ इनके ऊपर. I am doing promise on him. And he was giving example how much faith she has that the Lord is there here. You understand? She's doing, I am promising on him that I have not done that. So this is the faith that the devotees have, that the Lord is a person and he is there in the deity form of the Lord. So only devotees can understand this, and that is also if we get that knowledge from the bona fide parampara. See, before coming to ISKCON also, we were going to temple, we were, we know something about the Lord and all, we were doing some kind of bhakti. But this kind of understanding of the Lord with proper knowledge that the Lord is a person, he is a person, he has a heart, he is a person. So that understanding was not there. That understanding was, that only we could understand, that we could get that only by the mercy of Acharyas. Otherwise it was not possible. And Andhra is so famous, it is so glorious land. The international famous Tirupati Balaji is there in Andhra. This Telugu land is so pious. So it is said, one leader was saying, it is such a place, crores and crores of people worship the Supreme Lord without knowing that he is the Supreme Lord. That is Tirupati. Crores and crores of people are going, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. They are offering everything, they are chanting Govinda, Govinda, but they don't know that he is the Supreme Personality of God. So, that is so. Our bhakti is like that, without the knowledge, without proper knowledge we receive from the Supreme Lord. That is pious, we'll get some pious credits. But if we really want to please the Lord, understand our position as eternal servant of the Lord, so then we have to read Bhagavatam given by the Acharyas, then only we can understand it in a proper way. So these 4 shlokas describe about the personal form of the Lord, his form, his paraphernalia, his ornaments, as also the size is also mentioned, and different incarnations within that Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, variations, in 24 variations in that, in the spiritual world. So this is the super soul in the heart. So thank you very much. I'll stop here. Any questions, comments? Hare Krishna. Gantrat Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Thai Gaur Premananda.